I did not start 2026 the way I wanted to. I had the flu, I was sick, very sick, the most sick I've ever been. I was tired, I was exhausted, I had little to no energy. I honestly felt so behind as well. A couple weeks leading up to the new year, I was so excited to just start the year out fresh. And although I used the winter arc season as like the start of my new year, which was back in October, it still felt discouraging entering the year sick, and I could not even work out. I called out of work. It was bad. But the important thing is that I did not quit. Through that time being sick as well, I realized that maybe this is the year where starting perfectly, like, that doesn't really matter. It's more about starting honestly. So hi, I am Christina Hovell. I am 26 years old, and to be honest, I have no idea what it is that I'm doing in life, but I'm here. So if you're here watching, I just want you to be reminded of what the core value and purposes of my YouTube channel. It is not about being perfect, but it is simply about becoming. This is the year where I am not chasing motivation. I am building discipline. I am choosing faith. I'm choosing to show up and stay committed to the promises that I made to myself, because this is the year I become the woman that I used to pray to be. And I want to take you guys on this journey with me. So welcome to my becoming season. And if you're in a season of becoming as well, let me be the first to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be. I am proud of myself for still choosing to work towards that life that I've always envisioned for myself, but not on my own terms, on God's terms. Like, I have truly surrendered everything it is that I desire, the things that I dream of becoming, the things that I dream of having. I surrendered it all to God. And within that, I'm learning to be obedient in what He places on my heart and in my life. So currently right now, a normal day for me looks like Monday through Friday, I'm in the gym 8 hours a day, just in the aspect of fitness, but all around, physically, mentally, spiritually, I am constantly pouring into people. And being here at my job has been such a blessing because it's allowing me to make connections and to meet new people and to learn about what other people are going through and be just a positive light in their life and on their journey. I am also currently still training online as well, and that has been something that I've been doing for the past 5 years, and it's just insane how much time I've already invested into this type of career. It's busy, it's demanding, but it is teaching me so much about discipline that I have never experienced before. And honestly, I feel like I just work very well when the people who find me and the people who I cross paths with are people who have felt like this pressure to constantly do well in many areas, but life in general. I connect with people who feel like growing up they were never enough or never did enough to fit in or to just simply go after the things that they want. Like me as a kid and growing into a teenager, into an adult, I feel like I was constantly told you're being a little too ambitious or you're just dreaming too big. And being told that and realizing like, no, those are just limitations that people put on me, and that actually is not true. I am enough and I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to, especially when God is at the center of it. But people who have never felt like they were qualified enough, connecting with people who have struggled in their past with this really does something to the connection and the impact that I'm able to leave on their journey, because I've experienced that myself. And to be quite honest, my entire life. But I've been able to prove to myself over the past few years that I am capable, and everyone else's noise and opinion, it does not really matter. The only thing that matters is what God has to say and what God thinks. weeks. And a little bit more about me besides just being a fitness trainer, content creator, working with brands, is that I am one of 14 siblings. I come from a very big family, and that's something that my social media doesn't really portray. I love my family. It's big, it's loud, it's chaotic, and although I love them deeply, I thrive in my own peace and being independent and just having that quiet time where I can really tune inward. Like, I thrive in stillness. And although it is hard at times to actually get myself to sit in stillness, especially when I'm putting off, it becomes easier to just keep putting off and procrastinating it. But when I am in stillness, there is just no better feeling than that. But through everything, I love spending time with my family, quality time, especially with my little siblings. I have 7 little siblings under the age of 9, and they bring me a sense of joy that I cannot seek or find anywhere else in life. I feel like kids are definitely a huge gift to us adults, and I will never take that for granted, especially realizing how fast kids grow. It's crazy. But my little siblings, they fill my whole mind with so much curiosity and like that childlike sense of joy and wonder. It's a beautiful thing when you're surrounded by a bunch of kids. Crazy at times, yes, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And right now, I just feel like in this season of life, God is truly at the center of everything it is that I do. He's teaching me so many things, to read His Word, to sit in stillness, to meditate, even when I don't want to. He wants me to listen to Him, to leave room for Him to respond, to trust Him, to fully surrender to Him, to grow. And most importantly, what I feel like is to stop rushing and understand that He's writing the story. He already has it planned out. There's no need for me to be worried or have anxiety or to stress myself out more than I need to be, because God's in control. He knows what time is coming, which I am so happy to see is somebody that I am so proud of. Not because of any accomplishments or title or label, not because of recognition, but truly because of my character and who I am. That means more to me than anything else. I might sound a little cocky here, which I hope you're not coming with that, but ever since I was a little kid, I have felt like I carry this energy, like when I walk into rooms, it kind of shifts the room. And I feel like this is the year I'm finally allowing myself to embrace that energy and to embrace the woman that God has created me to be. And it's like my entire life, everything I've been through was just God shaping through excellence to become. And it's like I don't have any regrets in life. I think that everything I've been through is truly proof of what I can go through and get through and grow through, and it shapes who you become as a person. And I think that's so beautiful. And that's literally why I know that this is my becoming season, and this is why I want to come on YouTube and document my life and chat with you guys and build a community, just take you guys through it all. 2026 is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters and doing it consistently. This is the year that I'm choosing discipline. And discipline, it is hard, but once you become disciplined in any area of life, you realize that I can do things, I can do there is a way, it is possible. You just gotta want it enough and put in that effort. And I feel like I'm choosing to stay disciplined through everything I'm doing, because past me would not follow through and keep the promises that I made to myself. Maybe for a couple weeks, a few months, but this is a long-term thing. Discipline to me means choosing what I said, and after that move, I said it in this life. And to be honest, just thinking back to last year, I let so much time and hope and faith out of fear of literally thinking like I'm so far behind, and now that I'm this far behind, there's no way I'm going to get to where I want to be. But that's not the case. But last year, truly, I procrastinated so much. I put work off. I overthought a lot. I truly tried to wait for perfect moments, and that honestly, we can't do anything about it, but what we can do is choose how we're going to show up this time and right now. last year was like the year where I hated a lot of it, but I realized like, yeah, I was definitely set back in 2025, and I allowed a lot of things steal my attention that honestly did not deserve it at all. But I'm learning and I'm growing from that, and I'm not letting that discourage me this year. If anything, I'm using that as fuel and power, and I'm letting it discipline me in the choices I make and the way I show up and the things I create, the things that I do, where I spend my time and my energy this year, because it is so important to me. Like, I can tell you, it's going to be a year full of so much growth. I'm going to look back at the beginning of this year, later in November, December, later this year, and just realize, like, yes, you took the necessary steps. Everything you went through in the previous years has led you to this point, and look at what God has done. Look at the fruit that has been born from everything that you have done and watered, and I can just tell you it's going to be amazing. I am currently doing the Gymshark 66 challenge right now, as which has been such a fun 2 weeks. Even though the first week I was sick, I still made the most out of it and took care of the essentials to focus on, which number one is 2 liters of water a day, because my body deserves that care. And honestly, I just really suck at drinking water. It's something that I hate doing. So I'm very excited to see how a few more weeks of nurturing how it changes things. And then again, of course, when it becomes a habit, it's not going to be something I have to so that's why we're doing that. And then we're doing daily stretching every day, which honestly stretching is so underrated. Stretching, I feel like I get so much good progress in the gym. I'm intentional with like 15 minutes of stretching every day. And then lastly is 10 minutes of meditation. And this is really centered on God, because I know how crazy and mental I am in my head, that 10 minutes of sitting in stillness and doing guided meditations is a mind-saving space just for peace and calmness and clarity. And just over the course of the last 14 days, just the past 2 weeks of doing meditations has really zen me. And I'm like, why did I ever stop meditating? Because it was like 5 years ago when I first got into meditating, and I would do it pretty often, especially when I would do my yoga on my rest day. And I feel like after I moved out of my apartment last summer back into my mom's, I kind of just neglected or even intentionally spent time to meditate. So I'm very pleased with myself for making this a habit I'm focused on during this challenge as well. But most importantly, through the Gymshark 66 challenge, I just want a consistent, solid routine. And it is still in the works. It's still being built, especially with my chaotic schedule with working in Philly. I'm from Jersey, so I have a pretty lengthy drive to work, and then traveling back to my mom's, staying with my boyfriend. It's just a lot at one time. So we're slowly but surely finding a rhythm, which is good. And I need that to be able to like function and thrive. So consistent routine. I am trying to wake up at the same time every day. That has definitely been a struggle because I am a night owl, but with my early morning shifts, I need to go to bed earlier, and we're adjusting, we're doing what we can, but that is something that is huge for me over this challenge as well. Making sure we're also showing up on time. And honestly, just respecting my future by honoring the present moment right now. And the big thing about this challenge is picking 3 habits to work on is key. You don't want anything more to overwhelm yourself, but in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, he says that habits shape our identity. And I believe that with everything inside of me. I don't want to just chase goals anymore. I want to become the kind of person who naturally reaches those goals. And honestly, it's just gonna come down to discipline. And I feel like discipline isn't something that's just physical, it is spiritual as well. It is choosing to pray when I want to scroll on social media. It's choosing to sit in stillness when I want to be distracted. And it's choosing to trust in God when I want to be in control. But honestly, I can say right now that my faith, my structure, my vision, it is all connected. But coming back to Gymshark 66, this is not just a challenge for me. It is honestly a reset. I have learned over previous years of doing this challenge that consistency compounds, and this is the year where I am sticking to my word. I'm not half-assing things. I am all in every single day, even if I don't want to. There's no excuses. But more so, this entire year I'm excited for. It's not about proving anything to anyone else. It's truly about proving to myself that I can keep my word and I can be obedient to God. I just am not the type of person that wants a life that's built on motivation. I want a life that's built on alignment with what God has in store for me. So, moral of the story, this is the year where I stop waiting to become her and I actually start choosing her. And that means I need to show up and do the things that I say I'm gonna do. And instead of just talking about it, I'm going to be about it. It's like crazy to think 10 years ago when I was wrestling in high school, my coach, he always said, don't talk about it, be about it. And that quote has been instilled in my brain for many years, but it's like, I feel like it's starting to finally make sense now, and it's like the core of everything I do. We're not talking about it, we're just gonna do it and let the action and the work speak for itself. Because this is just a video where I am sharing with you guys my mind, basically. I really want this channel to be something that it's like it doesn't fit in one box. I've loved film and I've loved documenting since I was like 12 when I first got an iPod, and I remember the app, it was called VideoStar. I would make music videos on it, and that led me to taking TV media classes in high school, going to college to study radio, television, and film. I feel like before I even knew what content creation was, I just loved to capture my life. I mean, literally, I can show you clips from when I was a preteen into a teenager, just uploading random silly vlogs on YouTube. But I really believe that like documenting, like that matters. I remember when I was a kid, 8 or 9, I remember watching my dad with his little camcorder on Christmas filming. That's when I kind of got awareness of like, oh, like, you can film and like capture something and look back on it in 10, 15 years from now. I love just the thought of that. So no, this channel is not going to fit into one box because I don't want it to. My life doesn't fit in one box. My dreams don't, my curiosity doesn't, my calling doesn't. I want to try to really learn everything and do as much as I possibly can. No, it's not going to be in 1 year, but just like the span of my life. And I'm going to constantly be posting on YouTube. That is my #1 goal this year, is long form quality content on YouTube. And obviously content on other platforms as well. But for the past few years, YouTube has been a goal of mine, and I would get in these little waves where I would post and then just forget about it for months. We're not doing that anymore. I just want to document the journey of becoming the entire way, because I know myself when I'm like 40, 45 years old and have kids of my own that can like comprehend and sit and watch a YouTube video. Like, I cannot wait for those moments and to just be able to look back at this time in my life. And honestly, this challenge is for the girl that doesn't want to shrink her dreams just to feel understood. It's for the people who want to grow, who want to heal, who want to build, who want to experience, who want to fail and laugh and start again, but most importantly, still believe that anything is possible as long as they set their mind to it and go after it. It's for the ones who want to live free, and that's hopefully the vibe that I feel like I want to give off, is to just be yourself, do whatever scares you, do whatever it is that you want, pursue that thing. And if you pursue it long enough, over time, who knows what it could turn into? But you'll never know unless you take that first initial step. But more than anything, I just pray that this channel one day brings a community. Not followers, not numbers, but real people. People who feel like they're becoming too. I want you guys to feel seen here and appreciated because genuinely I really do. So let me just say thank you right now. If you're still watching this video, it means the world to me. And I hope that you're learning. I hope that you're getting to know me. But I don't want to create for algorithms. That is something that the past few years has really messed with just like my mind in the space of filming content. I want to create for connection. I also cannot wait for the time where I can look back on my life one day and just feel like I didn't play small with my life and I have absolutely no regrets. So if you're somebody that wants to become and not just exist, welcome home. So with that, if you have made it this far into the video, the end of the video, I just want to say a huge thank you. Not just for watching, but for choosing to sit with me for a few minutes of your life. I don't have everything figured out. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm still and will continue to be becoming. But I can say this is that I'm going to show up honestly on this channel. This channel is going to grow with me. Some seasons will be loud, some will be quiet, some will be messy, some will be beautiful, but the main thing is that all of it will be real. So, like I said, if you're in a season of becoming as well, I hope that you never feel alone. And if this video has reminded you that you're able to start again, then it did exactly what it was meant to do. But with that, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you get notified when I upload. I'm definitely going to be uploading one time a week for now. I feel like as we get more consistent, I will definitely find a schedule so you guys can look forward to a video dropping the same day every week. But thank you for being here since the beginning. With that, you guys, I will see you on the next one. Much love to you guys.